47 meters down? No, thank you. Hey, welcome back to another Movie Reviews to Go, and I got to see a screening of 47 Meters Down. This was probably one of those movies that studios weren't really banking on people wanting to go watch. They did the screening, obviously. It comes out this weekend, and I actually liked it. Now, let me get to the movie. You've probably seen the trailers for this. This is where two sisters go on vacation to Mexico, and in that vacation, they meet up with some guys. They want to get some fun stuff happening in their lives, go crazy, party, and jump into a cage surrounded by sharks, because that sounds like a great idea. The movie doesn't spend a whole lot of time going through that before getting into the water shark cage thing. Thank goodness. They kind of went through that whole process a little quicker, just to get right into it. After all, we are here to watch sharks scare the living daylights out of two young women in a cage. The movie was actually originally planned by Johanne Roberts, who is a British director. The movie was planned to come out actually last year on video on demand and straight to DVD. This was never going to be a wide release movie like it is right now. But it caught the eyes of the Weinstein Company, which bought up the rights for it, and they scrapped that whole idea of straight-to-DVD movie and went for the wide theater release. Was it a gamble that is going to pay off for them? I think it will. It was a fun movie. I got to tell you that this movie had me sweating. My back was sweating, my legs were sweating, my palms were sweating. It was fun, and it wasn't necessarily, I won't say it's like the best made movie. You can tell it was a shoestring budget, but they did really good with that. Everything, even the shark, looked very real. Yeah, that's a pun to Jaws. The shark looked real. The actors, now when I talk about the actors, I'm talking about Mandy Moore and Claire Holt are the two main actresses in this movie. They're the sisters. And then it has Mathew Modine. When was the last time we saw Mathew Modine in a movie? Those are like your three best actors in the whole movie. They did have some other characters in there, but, they're not that important to the movie. They're kind of throwaway characters, I thought. And I didn't think that their believable acting skills shined. The three main ones, Mathew Modine, Mandy Moore, and Claire Holt, definitely proved that they were worthy to be in front of the screen. They sold. The fears, the scream, everything was fun. They did a good job. The movie is basically what you see in the trailers. It's these two girls that end up trapped in a cage, and they have to find out how to get out of there without being eaten alive by the sharks. You are probably thinking, well, why would I want to see a movie, an hour-and-a-half movie, where the majority of the time they're basically underwater, stuck? How are they going to get a story out of that? Well, they did. And they kept me intrigued enough to watch this movie from start to finish that, like I said, I was sweating the whole time because the scary moments or the jump scares and the tense moments, they did a good job in portraying that, which was really cool. Mandy Moore and Claire Holt did a great job doing their part being the victims underwater. They didn't overdo, I didn't think, they didn't overdo the scare jumps. They didn't really do the cliche. There were some things in there. I mean, this movie, like I said, is far from perfect. There were moments when you just knew what was going to happen. You just saw it. But the cool thing about that is, in your mind, you kept making up those ideas for yourself. And it's like, okay, this is going to happen. This is going to happen. And when it does, you still freak out, which was fun. So I really enjoyed that. It's not a gory movie. There are some scenes in there that show the injuries and stuff, but it's like a quick, almost like a quick pan. You see enough, but not enough to when you see a car wreck, you gotta stare at it as you're driving by, and you're really focusing on it. And you really get that image stuck in your head. This doesn't do that. It kind of moves across, but it's like a quick there you go. You know that it's happening and it's gone, so you don't really get this image in your head. Hopefully that makes sense. So 47 meters down is definitely, I had a good time. I went with my wife. I took my oldest son and with my sister-in-law. We came out and we had a blast. I thought we all enjoyed it. For what it was, we had a good time. The cool thing about it too, that I was kind of surprised, and movies don't do this normally, but they were pretty accurate about certain things that were happening in the movie. Like, they go scuba diving, obviously, about going down and up and the bends and just stuff like that. They really went through those. It's almost like an instructional video, but it was cool because they really kept it as accurate as they could, even with how the shark will react and certain things like that. So that made the movie fun for me. Fun fact, the actresses, Mandy Moore and Claire Holt, they actually didn't even know how to scuba dive before the movie. So they had to learn, because I tell you what, the movie is always underwater. And there's a lot of times you can get away with CGI. No, they're in water for a long time. So they really got you involved or into the movie by making it underwater, which I thought was cool. So I definitely would recommend you watch it. If you've got nothing else to see, if you've seen Wonder Woman, you've seen The Mummy, I don't know why you wouldn't. You'll still have fun. If you have nothing else to see and you've seen those, go watch this. If you enjoy shark movies, you like getting scared, you like jump scares and whatever, that movie will definitely do it for you. It will. You'll have a good time. It's not obviously the first choice, but it is something that you'll definitely like. All right, I'm glad I went and saw it, because I did have a good time with it. I think the people in the audience that we were with felt the same way. There were a lot of pleased moviegoers in the screening that we did. So go check it out. Let me know what you think. I'm curious to see, do you like shark movies? Is this kind of stuff what you enjoy seeing? I want to hear about those in the comments. Well, give me a thumbs up if you like what I'm doing here, and if you're new, please subscribe. I want to keep reaching new people. Thanks for coming again. I'm so glad that I can keep doing this, and I'm going to keep sending out reviews as often as I can. Hopefully weekly, like I've been doing recently. And I hope that you guys are watching movies, because I know that I am.